Hey guys, what's up? So my Greenleaf review is so late, but as an adult, as a person, and you guys being my accountability partners, I am still gonna post this, and because I want to have a cohesive, complete episode, season 5, episode 1 through however many available in my playlist. And so we gonna record this, we gonna shoot this even though it's late. So I'm Cameron, this is Cameron Music TV. What's up, guys? I am back with a Greenleaf review. This is season 5 episode, I'll have it in the title because I can't recall right now. We're gonna get into this and have a few conversations about what went down. We are a little far gone, so we are not gonna go in chronological order of things. We're just going to talk about different storylines within the show. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you know when I post new content. Like this video and share this video, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter so that you know what I be doing all the time with the content on the YouTube, right? All right, let's get into this. Okay, so Darius is fired from his job because of Bob Whitmore. He is really trying to dig into this story. You know, Grace got him amped up. Like, what the heck is going on with Bob Whitmore? He about to do something real big for this city. And Darius feel like, I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to be the first one, okay? He ends up losing his job, but he's still going to Vegas to dig into this story. And I'm just like, Darius, you must have a hefty savings, or I mean a strong backup plan, because you lost your job and you still willing to fly out and do all this for Grace. Okay, fine. Okay, so he's gone for this episode. Bishop and Lady Mae, they're trying to think of a name for the church, right? Which Charity actually ends up getting them a name later on of something with faith in it. Okay, so they're trying to find a name, and they still got Corinne working for them. Child, Corinne is talking about being over the music at the new church, and they ask Charity to be the AP for them instead of at child, what is the name of the H&H? Hope and something Ministries instead of with Phil. And so I'm like, Charity, she's such a complex character, but so really not, because it's like you finally get what you want, you still complaining about it, you don't understand why you've been exiled by your family, but you did it. And so, you know, when your family offers you what you want, it's just like, why don't you drop and just take it? Maybe because she feel like her family playing games, because her mom know how to play them kids. So I was kind of surprised they asked her to be AP too, because it's like, are you just trying to get her in your pocket? Is it just another way of scheming? Like, I don't really know what that's all about, but you know, they're trying to decide what they gonna do. We know that Bishop's health is declining, okay, and you know, Lady Mae wants him to get a physical because he's forgetting so many things. You know, he brought up a name of a church, and it was literally a church that was down the street that they had already been to, that they see all the time, that they had taken their grandkids to. And so Lady Mae's like, no, you getting a physical, bruh, because you're not about to leave me with all this drama. I need you to get better. We need to find out what's going on. Okay, so Grace, Noah, AJ, Darius, Sophia. Okay, I don't know why I have Darius in here. Maybe I forgot something that happened. It's been a couple days. We gonna keep going. Okay, so Grace and Noah are still trying to see AJ. Okay, AJ still won't let them come see him. Noah comes to the house. Y'all know Lady Mae loves Noah, and she just doing all this, putting up all this extra, and you know, making Grace feel crazy. Like, Grace, you know, one of you gave up your son, and the other one didn't even know that he was even alive or even existed. So I'm just like, okay, Lady Mae, low blow. So whoever writes her shade, it's impeccable. She goes off. I hoop and holler for her, but I was still like, you're not gonna do my girl Grace like that, to the point where, I mean, she didn't know, you know, she felt shame, and that's why she gave up her child. She had no intention of it getting out of hand. You know, she already has enough guilt, and he won't even see her. He tried to commit suicide, all these things, right? Okay, so the whole episode, they are still, you know, sitting in the waiting room trying to see their son, and Noah is talking, you know, Lady Mae offering the cabin back. She's saying Zora going to college. I'm like, did Zora tell you that? Is Zora gonna go to college? Is she gonna become a minister? What is Zora doing? Because I mean, maybe she, you know, she had to get back and do some classes to get her diploma. So, and last season, last season when I realized she really like dropped out of school for this fool, I just was like, bruh, are you, like, we have been dumb for dudes before, but to drop out of school, girl, I just don't even see myself doing nothing like that. I just don't even see it. Okay. Oh, I put Darius, I meant Dante. That's what it is. Okay, so Sophia and, nope, that's not what I meant. Okay, anyway, so Sophia is finally able to see, actually, someone is finally able to see AJ, because AJ has hit up Sophia. He feel like, I'm gonna tell you this and I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to hear about it, but I'm gonna tell you this so I can get it off my chest and I'm gonna be gone, because y'all know that's what AJ do, he be gone. And I was just like, bruh, don't come in here and tell her nothing crazy and then just be gone, and then they gotta clean up your mess. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys had this theory that he wasn't the real AJ. Rox said last week that he had HIV or AIDS, and I was like thinking that Grace could have contracted it because, you know, she was covered in his blood. A lot of you guys reminded me on Twitter that that could only happen if she had like open cuts or open wounds, and that made a lot of sense to me. So, you know, when the big reveal by the end of the episode was that AJ was HIV positive, and he was, you know, raped in jail, you know, by this guy, or seemed like he had been raped repeatedly with the phrasing of the words that he said, and ended up contracting the virus because the guy didn't protect himself. And so, you know, he's very filled with like lots of shame and guilt and, you know, embarrassment with this secret. And it's like, I kind of want to see how they're going to navigate this, because Grace was, you know, full of tears, but I don't know if she was, you know, hurting for her son, or hurting because, you know, he had to carry this load, or hurting because she finally understood, or hurting because now she knows that because he told her he's about to be gone. I don't really know, but I'm like, bruh, AJ, you could tell that he was carrying a lot, and that's why he, you know, stole that medicine, because he needed medicine to live. But at the same time, I'm just like, this family has navigated a lot of issues and problems. I cannot imagine them throwing this guy away because he has HIV, and at least, and I think by the end of the episode, he asked to go home with Noah, or maybe the preview for the next episode. So it's kind of like, maybe he don't want to be around a judgmental family because he's seen, you know, he's seen their dynamic. I don't know, but there was a huge buildup. I kept saying, if we go to commercial one more time. And so we were finally able to find out, you know, Sophia was so affected by it. And she kept saying, you know, I can't have kids. Like, we all have our stuff, so just tell me. And so, I don't know. I wasn't prepared. But Rox was right. She was right. Okay, so we got Sophia, Nikki, and Zora. So y'all know that Nikki has sent out Sophia's nudes, and Zora has now sat with Sophia and helped her get them all off the internet, and really trying to help her realize, like, you know, you acting a little crazy over this dude. Okay, so Sophia's in Zora's little cabin, and she spots Nikki's clothes and she's throwing them in the trash. And so Nikki comes over, she catches her in the act. Zora kind of jumps in between them because Nikki trying to fight, and she kind of letting her know, like, you should have known your place. And she's saying, like, I had him in my mouth. And I'm just like, girl, this is not cute. This is not cute. But the takeaway that I'm getting is, like, Zora, I'm gonna need you to go harder for your cousin. Like, this girl is straight disrespecting her. And you just, it just still blows my mind that she just let her move in. Like, you don't even know this girl really. And, like, just what? Like, you needed a companion that bad? So, it's safe to say that Sophia and Dante are done. But it just sucks because, you know, she gave her virginity to this guy who wasn't even really feeling her, or if he was, like, he wasn't over his last girl, so she ended up being a rebound. When you had what's his name start with an R that sounds like a Latin name, but he ain't Latin. Lord, his name Roberto. I don't know, his name just left my mind, but that was like her love, the person that was really into her, and just because he said the wrong words and had her feeling some type of way, then she cut him off. And it was just like, she could have gave him another chance, and he tried, but you know how good girls are. We always want a little danger, we want a little something daring, and you find out real quick, girl, that is not the tea. Okay, so Carissa and Jacob. Carissa is getting on my nerves this episode because she waking Jacob up like, don't you have a job to go to? You need to go to work so that you can claim something, so that I can get some child support from you so you can support me and your kids. And I'm like, Jacob, you need to tell your mama what's going on, because I'm sick of Carissa. She has got to go, okay? But Jacob has got it in his mind that he can handle stuff under his mom and daddy roof. It just still blows my mind that he has grown with a family and kids, and his parents are taking care of him. He don't get up for no job. And while I don't like Carissa, I'm just like, wow, he really does not wake up to get no job. He's waking up to go investigate this this will, right? So he goes to scoop Tasha, who is overdressed, but you know, she dressed for her man, okay? And they go over to see LaToya Luckett's sister, Basie's half sister, who has like a little shelter thing that she does. And you know, Jacob is really into that. That's the type of ministry that he wants to do. But they go over there, you know, he's just trying to talk to her and show her like, I really have pure intentions. I just want to know what happened. Who gave the call to your dad to come down to the church that ultimately killed him? Well, they can't tell you who did that because they don't know if it was Mac or if it was Bishop, because they wasn't on the phone. And it's so crazy to me that you really thought that they was gonna remember that. Like, this happened when they was kids, years and years ago, right? So seemed like a copacetic conversation. She had her guard up at first, but was able to bring it down as Tasha, you know, showed her like, this is someone that you can trust. But after he left, we see her on the phone with somebody. So we like, who's she on the phone with? Is she on the phone with Basie, or is she on the phone with Rochelle? Because she's like, you ain't never gonna believe who just left here, right? So I'm like, is Basie dead, y'all? Is Basie dead? Is he dead? Okay, so Jacob goes to see Bishop, goes in there while he's working out, and he's like, Dad, I need to talk to you, okay? Because listen, Carissa, you ain't finna hold this over my head no more. I'm about to go get to the bottom of this right now, okay? So he brings up the will. He's like, you know, who was on the will, blah, blah, blah. And his dad's like, you know, Sister Davis left this house to me and your mother. And he was like, no, that's not the will I got. I got a different will. Did you give the call to Basie's dad to come down to the church? And he's like, no, I didn't give the call. And I'm like, when Jacob walks off, he was just like, you know, it's more to it than that. And he walks off. I'm like, this is yo daddy's house. This is yo daddy's business. Can you not... Like, can you just give all the information? And why did you go to him? You should have went to Lady Mae or Grace, like somebody that you know is gonna handle the situation. I understand Grace got her son in jail. I mean, in jail, in the hospital right now. So you could have went to your mama and been like, look, this is affecting our livelihood, and Carissa need to be put out because she walking around with all this pompous attitude as if she owns the world, and you living, breathing, sleeping Greenleaf air. Like, girl, bye. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, so Charity and Judy. Judy, I thought, like, it amazes me Judy's level of petty. When she rolled up on Charity and, or had Charity come to her office, and she asked her how she felt about that ring. And I was like, Judy would have, I'm sorry, I don't advocate for fighting. I don't advocate for putting your hands on people. There are other ways to express yourself, but it would have taken the restraint of 1,000 oxen, okay, to keep me from going off on that woman in that office. She only asked her that to be petty. You know, Charity, I feel like she's strong enough to withstand all that's happening, but there's only so much that a person can take. You know, Judy in this petty prayer, when she is praying with Phil, first she's talking all about Charity. And I said, girl, you got to be sad in your marriage when you spend all your time talking about the competition or the last girl. girl, girl, move on. Do you not have nothing to offer? And it just kind of lets you know as well, like, these people will get with people to keep up appearances and have titles and don't feel not a thing. Don't feel nothing for their husband, for their man, for none of that. Or for their wife or woman. It's just all a facade for the church, right? So, that prayer that she prayed and Phil was looking so annoyed, I'm like, y'all not gonna make it through the season. Y'all just not gonna make it. And it still blew my mind that they had them paint that office for her and move all her stuff in. Just that level of petty, honey, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. They literally about to tear this whole church down. But Judy was like, oh, y'all gonna move my stuff in here on today, because I will be damned if Charity is in there. Nope, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no ma'am. No ma'am. Okay, so I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with AJ. He is unfortunately like a dark blemish within this family that just keeps bringing them down at every turn. So how are they going to come up out of this? Jacob and Carissa, I mean, Jacob is thinking that he usually thinks that he's doing right and taking care of everything, but he's usually always a step behind or a day late and $1 short. So I feel like, you know, Rochelle's sister, Basie's half sister, calling somebody being like, you'll never guess who just left here. There's something that Jacob don't know. So while he's pure and genuine in his decisions, he is naive and gullible, because it's like, you got to think, like, she's standing there and she's like, you know, I've been praying for this day and the Lord told me that I would have this day. It's kind of like, how could you not think that she may have a vendetta against your family because your family affected her whole livelihood? And then I'm like, well, no, I guess they all got the same dad, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that's your Greenleaf review for this week. I'm Camray and this is Camray Music TV. Do your thing down in the comments and let me know what you thought about this week's episode, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!